Namaste. Thank you for joining me. It's time for yoga once again with Yoga with Lisa, SXM, the gentlest yoga on the internet. At least I think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't found anybody who does a gentler yoga online for you, and I've watched a lot of it. So thank you for joining me. Let's keep it gentle, keep it breath-oriented. Hey, Kathy, thank you for being here. And start by just sitting tall. Close the eyes for a moment and focus on the breath. Breathe in with intention, awareness, gratitude. Breathe out with relaxation and more gratitude. Beautiful, thank you. All right, interlock your hands. Interlock your fingers and just begin by squeezing and breathing in as you squeeze tight. Exhale. Annie, good morning. Thank you for being here. Release. Or just squeeze in, breathe in. Exhale, release the hands. Feel it again. And try to find your center, your true self deep inside your heart. Accept yourself as you are without judgment, without critique. As we go through our yoga today, don't force yourself to do anything that feels awkward or uncomfortable or difficult in some way that feels like it's not helpful. Keep that idea of this is for you, to take care of you. Listen to your body, your spirit, your soul, and breathe deep. Let the breath lead the way. So as we take our prayer hands from the heart to the face and up above the head, reach it up and breathe in. Stretch tall, reach up, maybe pull an apple or two out of a tree, reaching up one hand higher than the other and pulling the other hand down. Let's pull it all the way to the ground. Pull it down, touch the ground next to your hip. Reach up, stretch up, pull it down, breathe in. Now this is a really good example of some people can't reach way up, and if that's you, don't feel bad about it. Just take your hand to wherever it feels like it's beneficial to you, wherever that may be, and breathe in as you reach up, bring it down, reach up, bring it down. If you can reach really high and feel that stretch through the side body, give that a try, and then we're going to come back to center here after two more reaching up. Hi there, Audrey and Craig. Nice to see you guys. All right, come back to your prayer, close the eyes, and just focus on breath for a moment. Let's all center ourselves together. Wonderful. So I'm going to show you how I'm seated cross-legged. This is my habit, just like that, and I'm sure you have a way of seated on your mat that's a habit. So habits hit hard, and we want to try something a little different. Try to put the other foot on top, just for a change. Let your hands rest on your knees, palms up, fingers naturally curled and relaxed. Lift up from your sitting bone through the spine to the top of the head. Lift up, but relax your shoulders and let your arms really rest on your legs. Notice how it feels different in the hips because your feet are switched to a different way than is normal. Let's turn our hands over, grab the knees, and rock back on our hips and look down towards our hips or belly button, rounding the back, rounding the shoulders. Exhale. Pull against the knees a little bit and bring the chest and sternum forward. Lift the face to gaze upward, maybe to the top of the wall across the room, maybe overhead. Be careful with your neck. Breathing in. And rock back again, round the back, drop the head. Exhale. Keep it going. Take a little camel ride. Exhale and inhale as you arch and sway, waking the body up. Nice. Let's take the right hand to the left knee and pull gently against the knee, turning the body around. Look over your back shoulder. Big breath in here. Exhale, face forward, and come back to your camel ride. One more. Back Change it around, left hand to right knee, look over your back shoulder, stay here for a breath or two. And slowly face forward, one hand to each knee, camel ride, back and forth. Exhale, inhale, let it be soft, let it be free and loose, enjoyable. Awesome. Let's take those legs out now. Stretch them out and put your hands behind your hips. Lean back on your hands and wiggle your legs in and out a little bit. Both toes pointing towards the right, both toes pointing towards the left, back and forth. Feet are like windshield wipers, back and forth. Let them be loose, let them be free, let them be easy going. Whatever feels good right now, just let it be beneficial to the body. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And come to sit tall again. Pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones, connect down into the earth. And let's touch our hands, our fingertips to our shoulders. Circle the elbows in a big circle around. Flex your ankles and try to wake up the back of the legs, the hamstrings, behind the knee, through the calf muscles, through the Achilles tendon into the heel of the foot and the arch of the foot. Point those toes up towards the ceiling and breathe in and out. In and out. In, out. Change direction, go the other way, and this time we'll point the toes. Point the toes like ballerinas. All right, release, relax, and be seated soft again. Round the back and drop the head. Keeping the back round, keeping the head dropped and heavy. Walk your hands or slide your hands down your legs towards your ankles and just sit soft. You can bend your knees slightly, let the feet flop outward. This is your caterpillar pose. We'll stay here for about 5 breaths. Really relax. Let the head be so heavy. Don't hold it at all. Let the neck go completely. When you're ready, you can come back up, and we're going to take the right leg and bend the knee and put the foot across the thigh or just above the knee. Sit tall and allow the knee to press down just a little bit. And then we reach beyond the straight leg, reach beyond. Hands to the floor, push yourself up. Take that leg in your arm, hold it like a baby, and rock the baby. If you have good flexibility, maybe the little toe edge of your foot slides right into the crook of your elbow. But if that doesn't work for you, you can hold the foot in your hand, and that's just as nice. Rock the baby, opening the hips. Nice. Let's grab onto the big toe with 2 fingers, your peace sign. Grab onto the big toe. Really flex that Achilles tendon and push the heel forward. Bring it all the way back. Push it forward. Bring it back. Knee goes way back. Elbow goes way back. Inhale. Exhale, push them forward. Back. Inhale and exhale as you move the leg through its full range of motion here. Breathe deep. And let's return to rock the baby. Lay the leg across the thigh. Press the knee down gently. And we're going to reach again, reaching forward. Let it be a really vibrant, stretchy reach with a very active lower back. Reach your fingertips towards your toes or beyond your toes, looking down at your legs so your neck is straight and not in an awkward position. 2 more breaths here. Keep it reaching. And when you're ready, put your hands on the floor and push yourself back up. Let's change legs. Bring the other leg to the ankle on the thigh or just above the knee there. Find a good place that's comfortable for you. Everybody's different here. Let yourself be in the position that works for you without judgment. Gently push the leg down, push the knee down. Nice. We're going to reach beyond the foot, reach forward, look down at your leg. 2 breaths. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, and see if you can scoop that leg up into your arms, rock the baby. This should release a lot of tension. You may feel the urge to sigh or yawn or just a big exhale. Let it all out. Beautiful, very nice. We're going to use our peace sign fingers to grab the big toe and push the heel forward, bring the knee back. Push it forward, bring it back. We're really stretching a lot in the Achilles tendon at the back of the leg, up into the thigh, up into the calf muscle. And breathe a lot as you push forward. Inhale and exhale, bring it back. Two more. All right, return to rock the baby. Rock it back and forth. Release and bring that leg to rest on the other thigh. And we're going to reach the hands forward, keeping it super, super vibrant. Reach actively. Look down at your leg. Reach with the top of your head, your fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Keep breathing deeply. And hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Straighten both legs and give them another jiggle. Let's let the legs go a little bit wide. Not a major wide extreme straddle. Maybe 90 degrees between the legs as you extend them out. And we're just going to put hands on either side of the right knee and bow your head over that knee. Come up and take a breath. Exhale, fall down over the knee again. Exhale, relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Press it up, walk to the middle. Let's just dip down a little bit, push it back. Dip down a little, push it back. Dip down, push it back. And let's go over to the other leg now. One hand on either side of the knee. Just bow your head over that knee. Allow yourself to be soft here, round the back, slump the shoulders, release the head. Come up, take a big breath. Exhale, collapse down again, forehead towards the knee. Pushing up, come back to the middle. And hands to the floor. Look over one shoulder towards the behind area of the room. Come forward, look the other way. Over the shoulder, breathe. Beautiful, wonderful. Keep it moving. Magical movement. Grateful breathing. Gentle stretching. Beautiful. Walk your hands back up and let's bring those legs back in. You can sit in your normal cross-legged position now. Hands come to prayer pose. Just notice how you feel in the body. We've only been doing this about 12 minutes, and I'll bet you already feel more connected, more at peace. I know I do. Take a moment to be grateful for the fact that you're doing yoga. Taking care of yourself, finding health, centeredness, balance. Alrighty, we're going to scoot down on our back sides next. If you want, you can try and do one slow sit down, rolling the back one vertebrae at a time down onto the floor. Slower is better, always. I'm going to have to adjust the camera a little bit, but you keep laying back. There we go. Make sure you feel at ease on your back. Make sure your shoulders and your hips have equal weight. You can put your arms wherever feels comfy right now. And walk your feet a little bit wider than your hips and just lean your knees against each other. Allow your body to sink down into the floor. Notice the parts of the body that carry your weight down into the earth. Notice the parts that are arching up or creating some kind of a suspension throughout your skeleton. The back of your neck is probably off the floor, making a little bridge. The lower back probably a little bit off the floor, making a little bridge. And then walk your feet back so that your feet are in line with your hips and drop both knees to the left. Relax both sides of your hips and lower back, both legs. Relax, let it go. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can modify it by moving the feet a little farther away from the hips. You could straighten one leg if it really is necessary. Don't judge yourself. If you don't feel comfortable with the position, find a position that's similar that makes you feel relaxed. When there's pain, we automatically tense up. We don't want to be tense. Relaxation and deep breathing is so healing. It allows you to clear out the cobwebs. Get the fluids moving freely through the body. The blood, the lymphatic fluids. Your immunity works better. Let's bring the knees up and bring them all the way to the other side now. Again, take a moment to notice your hips and your lower back and your legs. Make them feel like they're not holding any tension. No resistance to gravity. Just heaviness, softness, easiness. Bring those knees up and place the heels a little bit close to the hips. Bring the hands alongside the body, and let's build a bridge with our hips coming off the ground. The bridge goes from your heels all the way to your shoulders, everything up in between. Lift the hips up. Push the feet into the floor with intention, with awareness. Maybe push the toes into the floor. Maybe push the heels into the floor. See if you can lift your hips up a little bit higher. Maybe squeeze in the buttocks just a tiny bit. And while you're up here, let's do some strong breathing. Inflate the belly big as you inhale through your nose. And then flatten the tummy and blow out through the lips. Keep it going. Breathe in and out. In and out. 5 more. Reach the hands straight up from the shoulders and roll the back down onto the floor, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once your hips hit the floor, bring the knees to the chest. Grab the knees in your hands and squeeze it into the chest and release. Continue to breathe deep. Exhaling as you squeeze the knees in, and inhaling when you release and the knees drift away from the chest. This is very powerful. Let's hold the knees in at the chest and let the knees go a little bit wide as you're comfortable with. Hold right there for a moment, just relax. And close the knees up. Let's cross the right knee over the left. Bring the arms out and drop the knees towards the floor. The right knee is on top, the knees go to the left side. If you want, you can turn your head in the opposite direction. Uncross your legs and come back out. Let's cross the knees the other way. This time the left knee is on top. Both knees go to the right side. And if you want, if you're comfortable with it, if it's easy, turn your head in the opposite direction. Relax. Beautiful. Uncross your knees, roll up onto your back, and stretch your legs up into the air. Reach your hands up into the air. Circle those ankles and wrists. Breathe as you move. Magical movement. Gentle stretching. Grateful breath. All right, wiggle your fingers and toes. Reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. Reach your toes up towards the ceiling. Bring your head off the mat. See if you can bring your shoulders and your hips up. Reach up. Come down. Reach up. Come on down. Stretch it up. Breathe in. And come down. Let's do that 3 more times. Reach up. Shoulders in. Hips off the ground. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, come on down. Stretch up, breathe in. Exhale, come down. 2 more, reach it up. Come on down. This time we hold it. Reach up, hold, hold, hold. Keep breathing. And come on down. Stretch your legs out. Reach your arms up. Relax. Take a big breath in through the nose and sigh it out with an open mouth. Do that again. Breathe in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Nice. Bring that right knee up. Bring your hands to the knee and pull it into the chest. Release. Pull it in. Release. Pull it in. Release. Pull it in, hold it in, strong arms, strong hands, pull it into the chest, hold, keep breathing. And when you're ready, stretch your leg up. You can have your knee bent a little bit or have the leg straight. Important to keep the knee over the hip at this point. And reach your hands to grab a hold wherever your hands reach to grab onto your leg. Maybe you can interlock your fingers behind your knee. That's an option. When you're ready, we're going to pull the leg 1 or 2 inches closer to the face and then let it come back to vertical. Breathe. Pull the leg towards your face gently, easy going, easy does it, and release. All we're asking is the back of the leg to lengthen a little bit, stretching the hamstring and the hip. Gently pull the leg towards your face and back to vertical. Work with your breath even more than you're working with your leg. See if you can find your full range of motion here, gently seeking the edge of your range of motion, creating like an arc with your foot through moving through the air. I'm going to watch the clock and I'm going to ask you to hold your leg at or near the edge of your range of motion for 30 seconds. Try to relax the leg, relax your mind, breathe deep. And now that we've been pretty patient with the material in the back of the leg, all the tissues, we're going to ask you to just come a little deeper. If you really don't feel like you can, then don't do it. But if you feel like maybe it would be beneficial to you to come a little deeper into your stretch, you can do it now, but be gentle. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release the leg. Let's bring the arms and legs to the floor and just allow yourself to relax for a moment. Let's bring up the other leg, bring the knee to the chest, hands come to the knee, squeeze it in and release, squeeze it in and release, squeeze it in and release, and squeeze it in, hold the knee as tight into the chest as you're comfortable with, keep breathing. And when you're ready, we'll stretch the leg up. Let the knee be over the hip. And if the knee is bent, that's okay. If it's straight, that's also okay. Reach your hands to grab a hold of the leg. Wherever your hands reach is fine. And when you're ready, gently pull 1 or 2 inches closer to the face. And release back to vertical. Find your range of motion. It's super easy going here. Easy does it. Take it easy. Be gentle. Remember, we're working with our breath even more than we're working with our leg. Inhale. Let it go. Breathe in and down. And I'll watch the clock. Hold your leg at or near your range of motion edge, your therapeutic edge. Continue to breathe, asking the leg and your mind to release. Patient. If you feel the urge to go deeper, go ahead and gently pull the leg a little tiny bit deeper to your stretch. Breathe deep. Hold right there. Release the leg and let it go to the ground. Arms can rest wherever feels comfortable. Release. Relax. Bend your knees and put your heels close to your hips. Bring your hands alongside your hips, fingers pointing towards your heels. Lift the hips up. If you want to, you can do the high bridge, which means you're going to walk your arms together under your upper back, squeezing your shoulder blades, grasping your hands in interlocked fingers, fist underneath your hips. Push the feet into the floor and lift the hips up higher. Breathe deep. More deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Big breath in. Reach your hands up above your shoulders. Reach for the sky. Roll your back down on the ground. Exhale. Bring your knees to your chest. Grab your knees. Squeeze it in. Let your knees go wide as you're comfortable with. Hold right there and breathe. Let it all go. Relax. Let's close the knees up halfway, wherever you were. Go halfway to closed, and then roll on your side, left and right. Roll across your back. Allow your body's weight to push your different parts of your hips and shoulders and shoulder blades and back against the ground. Giving yourself almost like a massage. Rock left and right. Breathe deep. Coming back to the center, reach your arms and legs straight up. Bring them down, push it 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 up. 5 more times. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. And down. Roll onto your side. Find yourself in side resting pose. That's your fetal position. Your head can rest on your arm, or if you have a pillow handy and you want to use a pillow, that's fine. Stacking the knees, make sure they're bent. We want a nice strong base here. We're going to reach our arm and leg, the top arm, the top leg, up and down. Breathing in, lift. Exhale, drop slowly. The slowest person is the winner here. Breathe slowly. Let your breath lead your movement. And maybe you're starting to have a little fatigue in the leg or the arm or both. Try to do 3 more. Breathe in and out. 2 more times. Up and down. Lift. Bend the knee and bring it to the floor in front of your chest. Take your upper arm, your shoulder, and bring it back to the floor. Turn your chest towards the sky. Open your arms. Come back to fetal position and rest. Allow yourself to be so heavy on the mat, pushing down with the shoulder and the hip, the knees and the feet. Allow your head to be heavy. Allow your chest to sink. Let's roll onto our tummies now. Turn your toes so your toenails are on the ground and allow the soft sole of the foot to gaze up towards the ceiling. Put your forehead on the floor and bring your hands to reach back, palm up by your hips or thighs. Relax your shoulders down. We're going to slowly lift the head and reach your fingertips back towards your heels, lifting your chest. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. This is your locust pose. And come on down. Let the forehead find the floor. Relax your shoulders down, down, down onto the floor. Let your heels come out away from each other and the big toes pointing in, opening up the back of the knees. Bend your elbows slightly. Turn your head to one side. All right, let's bring the heels up again and reach the fingers back towards the heels. Lift the face, lift the shoulders, lift the chest. Reach your fingertips back, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Locust pose. And as you come down, collapsing down, turn your head the other way. Open your feet out in that diamond shape. Bend your elbows slightly. Relax down. Release your shoulders. When you're ready, we're going to roll over to the other side for side resting pose. Shoulders stacked up, knees stacked up, hand rests on the hip, head rests on the bicep or your shoulder or a pillow. Nice. Stretch that top leg out, reach through the heel, reach through the fingertips of the hand. Lift with an inhalation. Exhale, drop it down. Reach it up, breathing in. This is really more about the breath than the movement. Control your breath. Let it be a meditation. know you're starting to feel the fatigue in the hip or the thigh, maybe in the arm as well. Let's try and keep it going for 2 more here. Breathing in, we lift. Exhale, slowly down. Last time, we're coming up. And bring it down. You can bend that knee and place it on the ground in front of your chest. Take your top shoulder and press it back towards the ground. Opening the chest to the sky. Open your arms out. Stay here with a deep relaxation. Beautiful restorative breath. And when you're ready, we'll come back to side resting pose. And press against the ground to push yourself up. Let's come up into table pose, up onto hands and knees. Take a moment to make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, fingers are spread wide. Press your fingertips into the floor. Arch the back and drop the head. Drop the tailbone, and then come back to table. Take a breath in as you slowly sink the middle of the back down. Press your shoulders, press your hands into the floor to elevate the body in the shoulder area. Don't scrunch in and collapse in the shoulders and chest. Lift the face, breathe in. Let's round the back and drop the head. Exhale, inhale, lift the face, lift the tailbone. Cat arches up, cow sways his back down. Work with your breath. Nice. Let's take one step forward with the hands and send the hips back towards the heels. At the last moment, tuck your tailbone under and push forward, bringing the front of your hips to the ground, lifting your face, pressing your chest forward. Lift up, breathe in. Let's go back. Hips come close to the heels. Tuck your tailbone under, push it forward. Let it be a fluid undulation through the spine, moving the tailbone under and then back. Tip it under, tip it back. Let your spine have lots of flexibility here. This is a lot of movement through the vertebrae. One more time, and then we're going to rest in pose of a child, bringing the hips all the way to the heels and the forehead to the floor in front of the knees. Nice. Come back up to table pose. We'll thread the needle today. Threading the needle is a nice twist for the upper back. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Come into table. Take that right hand and pass it behind the left wrist. Bring it all the way through. Elbow passes behind the wrist. Bring the shoulder and the face down to the floor. Turn your hand palm up and press your hand. Your hand is on the floor. Press it into the ground just a little bit to activate the muscles underneath the scapula, the shoulder blade. Let's take the top hand and reach the fingertips to the other fingers, or maybe beyond, touching the floor beyond your fingertips. Lift the arm up, breathe in, and let it come all the way back. Exhale, touch the floor. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, touch the floor. Lift it up. Touch the floor. Lift it up and just let the arms stay there. Sort of let it hover or float or suspend. bend the elbow, bring it to the floor, press the hand into the floor, and let's come back up. Cat and cow. Arch and sway. Breathe as you move. Turn around so I can watch you as we do thread the needle on the other side. Let's get ready. Fingers pass behind the wrist, elbow passes behind the wrist. Bring the shoulder and the face down to the floor and press your hand into the ground with the palm of the hand pressing down. Turn your other hand palm up and relax it. Beautiful. Reach your hand out, touch the floor beyond your fingertips, all the way up. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, lift. Touch the floor. Exhale. And let's just let the arm hang up there, suspended, balanced, relaxed, hovering above the shoulder. Bend the elbow, find the floor, press into the floor, lift the body back up, and return to cat and cow. All right, come back to pose of a child. This time bring the hands back by the feet, palm up, fingers curled, rest your forehead on the floor in front of your knees. And slowly rise up. Find your hero pose. Let your hands rest palm up on your legs, on your thighs, and round your back, drop your head. Slowly sit tall, and let's get ready for our plank challenge. Those of you who've been with me through the summer and into the fall, you know we're doing 60-second to 75-second plank challenge every session. I suggest you do at least 60 seconds of plank every day to build your stamina. I know a lot of us are only doing it during yoga, and that's great. It would be even better if we could do it every day, even if we're not in yoga class. So those of you who are new to this session, you certainly don't have to do the plank. You don't have to do the 60-second plank, which is really kind of challenging. It takes a while to build that up if you're a little bit older, like most of us are. So anyway, we're going to give it a try here. We're going to be up on our toes and our hands. If you want, you can be on your elbows. If your wrists don't like that flexed position, you could be down on elbows, or you could put your elbows on pillows is another option. Or if you have yoga blocks, you could put your elbows or your forearms on yoga blocks. So get ready. We're going to do some special moves through our 60 seconds, so it won't be so boring. So I'm watching my clock. Where is my clock? Here we go. Holding our plank, strong legs, push the heels back, stretch the Achilles tendon. All right, bring your hand, one hand off to touch the shoulder and put it right back down. Let's try the other hand, touch the shoulder, put it down. Touch the shoulder, put it down. Touch the shoulder, put it down. Let's lift one heel, take the left heel and lift it up. You can bend that knee, straighten the leg out. Bend the knee, straighten it out. Drop it down. Let's lift the other foot up. Bend the knee, straighten it out. Bend the knee, straighten it out. Bend, straight, place the foot down. And now we're going to touch the shoulder again, but the opposite shoulder. Hand down. Opposite shoulder, hand down. Opposite shoulder, hand down. Opposite shoulder, and hand down. Okay, let's try side plank. If you're ready, we turn the feet to their edges and lift one hand up towards the sky. Took me so long to be able to do side plank, guys. Don't feel bad if you're not there yet. Come back down to standard plank and lift the other side up. And come on down. Bring your knees to the ground and your belly to the ground. And give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. We're going to rest in Sphinx pose. It means your toes are down, toenails down, elbows under shoulders, forearms, and scoot back so you can see my fingers. forearms reaching forward, fingers spread wide. Gaze towards the distance. Press your elbows into the floor to lift your chest just a little bit. Imagine that you are the Sphinx gazing out at the pyramids in Egypt. And then slowly come down, let the elbows go wide, turn the head to one side, and rest. You can continue resting, you can return to Sphinx, or you can try the bow and arrow. So we're going to bend the knees, bring the feet up, reach back and grab onto the feet or the toes or the ankles, and bring the body off the ground. Lifting up, imagine that your tummy makes a circle on the yoga mat. Try to make it a tiny circle by lifting the chest up just a little higher. And then slowly come down and turn your head the opposite direction. Relax. And hands under shoulders, push yourself up onto your hands and knees. Let's find our downward dog. We're going to bring the toes under, pressing the hands into the floor. Lift the knees off and lift the hips up. And find your nice position for your feet that makes you feel good. Push the hips back and up. Drop your head between your arms. Release your neck. You can walk the dog, lift one heel at a time, allow your hips to move left and right. And then return to nice, beautiful downward dog. Drop your neck, drop your head, relax your neck, push your hips back. Press your hands into the floor. Press your fingertips into the floor. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs, through the hips and lower back. Push back and up. Nice. Take a couple of steps towards your hands and move your hands towards your feet and just hang in ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows in your hands. Let your arms swing like a swing in a swing set. Release your neck. Drop your head. Put your hands on the floor in front of your feet and move your hips in a figure 8. Let's reverse the figure 8. Habits hit hard, so try the other way. Nice. Bring your left hand to the little toe edge of your right foot and swing your right hand up into the air. Look in the direction it went. Bring it down. Hands to the floor in front of your feet. Figure 8, your hips. Reverse the movement. Circle it around the other way. Let's try little toe edge of the left foot grabbed by the right hand. Swing the left hand up into the air. Look in the direction the hand went. Hold and breathe. Bringing it down, hands to the floor in front of your feet. Bend your knees. Let your chest rest on your thighs if you can do that, and just relax your head. Dropping the head, relax the neck. Bring both hands up into the air behind you. Imagine that your thumbs are trying to touch back above your head. Sweep the hands down, past your little toe edge of your foot on the floor, and bring the body up. If this is too hard, just press against your thighs to elevate the body up. Let's come to standing postures for the last few minutes of our hour together. Find your mountain pose. Circle your shoulders back in a bicycle movement to loosen up through the body. Let's go over the top to the front, over the top to the back, over the top to the front, over the top to the back. Swing both hands up, stretch them straight up, breathe in, and let them come down slowly like rain running down a window pane. Down, 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 to hang by your side. Fingers wiggle, shoulders drop. Top of the head lifts up. Imagine your heart is lifting up through your chest like a blob in a lava lamp. Rising, rising. At the same time, your shoulders are dropping, dropping. Allow your torso to take on a different shape. Long and thin, tall. Beautiful. Press your feet into the floor. Just look down. Make sure your toes are pointing forwards. We don't want to have, in fact, it's maybe even better to have them almost a little bit pigeon-toed. And then make sure your feet are pressing down at the balls of the feet and at the heels, lifting in the arch. Tuck your tailbone under and tuck your tummy in. Tighten up your knees and your thighs. Lift your sternum. This is mountain pose at its best. Lengthen through the neck. Lift the head. You're gentle, stretching up. Beautiful. Let's take the left hand slowly up, like a hand on a clock, reaching up through 3 o'clock and up towards noon. Reach it up. And then walk your fingers down towards your knee on the side of your leg and bring the body over. And then reach the hand straight up to 12 o'clock again. And bring it down. Exhale. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And drop the arms. Press the feet into the floor. Tuck the tummy in. Lift the sternum. Shoulders release. Let's take the other hand now through the numbers on the clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and coming up to 12 noon, reach it up, straight up, reach up, breathe in. Walk your fingers down the side of your leg towards your knee and bring the body over. Stretch through the side body. Lift. Try to keep the feet pressing into the ground equally. Left foot and right foot have equal pressure on the surface of the yoga mat. And then sweep the arm up to 12 o'clock again and bring it down. Stretch it down. Exhale. Bend your knees and maybe take a step a little bit wider. Bend your knees as if you're imagining you're halfway down to a chair. Bring your hands up in front and we're just going to reach up with one and then the other. Faster, 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 faster. Keep it going. Breathe a lot. Bring it to the side and slow it down. Allow the hips to move, the shoulders to move. A lot of movement through the body. You can look down, gaze towards the floor in front of your feet. Feel like you're connected to every part of your body. And maybe imagine that you're in control of all the air molecules in the room. Make them move as you desire them to move. Like a wizard, like a magician, controlling all the air molecules in the room. Yes. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms up and breathe in. Reach up. Find your prayer above your head and pull it slowly down towards your heart, keeping the spine long. Bow the head. Let's take a step forward with your left foot and a step back with your right foot. Bending the front knee, the back leg is straight. And we're just going to circle the arms backwards like we're doing the backstroke in a swimming pool. Both arms reach up, breathe in, lift the chest, look up at the ceiling, breathe in, sink a little lower, come up, sweep the arms back. As they sweep forward, step forward. Find your prayer and step back with the other foot. And this time we'll circle forward, arms swimming through the air. Keep going, keep breathing. Sweep the arms back, sweep them forward, take a step up, find yourself standing again in mountain pose with the arms up. Press the feet into the floor, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the tummy in, lift the heart, lift the sternum. Arms come out and down. Just let the arms hang as the top of the head reaches up. Close your eyes and breathe deep. Namaste. That was great. Let's have a seat. Looks like I went a little crooked. Sitting tall in your easy pose. Let your hands rest on your knees. Close the eyes and be with yourself for just a moment. Noticing your breath. Maybe you can even notice your heart beating. Sending energy and blood out to the extremities, through your chest, through your hips, arms and legs, hands and feet, up into your face, into the tongue, into the cheeks, into the ears. Beautiful, thank you. Okay, we're going to just work on our immune system by doing the thymus thump. So bend your fingers and use the blunt tips of your fingers. If you've got long fingernails, use your knuckles and pound into your chest with your fingertips. We're working on the sternum area just above, that's the thymus gland, and we're going to just go through the entire front of the chest. So into the middle and underneath the collarbones out towards the side, in and out as you breathe. The thymus thump stimulates your immune system. It also just makes you feel so connected to the body's systems that maintain our health. Yes, in and out, breathing in. It's not a tap, it's more of a thump. Give it a good strong stimulation. You got to get through the surface and into the depths of the tissues. All right, let's go above the collarbone and below. Up above and below. Up above and below. Up above and below. Let's go up the neck towards the jaw, under the jaw, to the base of the neck. Up and down. Up and down. Behind the ear, down. Behind the ear and down. Up and down. Breathing in and out. Let's go up to the cheeks. Top of the cheeks, right under the eyes, down to the jaw. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Passing just in front of the ear, up towards the temples. Up and down. Let's go temples to cheeks. Temples to cheeks. Up and in. Out and in. Out and in. And we're going to go up to the eyebrows now. Above the eyebrows or at the eyebrows and up to the crest of the forehead. Down and up. And if there's a place you feel like we're missing and you really was hoping I'd say it, just go there. Don't wait for me. Let's go to the very tip top of the head, split the hands down to go to the top of the ears, up, stimulate that brain. Give it a good thump. Come down to the forehead, down to the eyebrows, go to the temples, to the cheeks, to the jaw, to the neck, down to the collarbone, to the sternum, and find your prayer. And here's where I must grant you my goodbye and namaste, but I'll see you again at our next session. Remember, I'm available on island. If you're on island, if you're on St. Martin and you want to do live yoga with me, come to Joga in Simpson Bay, 7:30 on Saturday mornings or 8 a.m. on Monday mornings. If you want something a little bit more involved or active, the Joga has a whole range of yoga and Pilates available for anybody that wants to come out and do some healthy exercises with Nikki and the staff there. They also do some other creative activities. Sometimes they do paint and sips and things like that, which are awesome. If you want any information on this, you can message me, and I'm happy to start a conversation with you. Most of my yoga is online these days. I used to do it in person. If you're interested in getting together again, if you're vaccinated, maybe we could start an in-person seniors yoga again. So let's start that conversation as well. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Remember to spread peace and love wherever you go. The world needs us to do that, and we are here for the world. Namaste.